Oh, thank you for joining my mentorship program. This is just a welcome message for you, bringing you in, kind of giving you a little guide of where to start in the program when you're coming in, depending on your experience level. So below, you're going to see some links here. You're going to see the link to join the private Facebook group for all the members. That's where we post a lot of notices, people asking questions. You want to get in there, engage, network, and start networking with other individuals in the mentorship program. Even what happens is people that come in a program, and then when they go out and they're doing deals, they still come back and they network and do deals together. The other thing is you'll see the resources go into the Google Drive in the resource section. What I'd recommend, go under training, and then in there, my buddy Todd Tolbach gave a course. I'd highly recommend that. It's a PDF document. Start there. Listen to that as you're driving. It's a PDF document. You click on it, and there'll be some videos you can kind of listen to. So start there. And then the next place where I really want you to start, it doesn't matter what your experience level is. Well, actually, it does. But the purpose of it is where I really like you to start is in the script folder. You'll see a script folder in the resource. You'll see it's called a fronter script. And what I want you to do is practice. Think of spring training. I want you to practice on free leads. Don't go spending money on leads until you start building some practice. So go onto Zillow, go into filter section. You can go to for sale by owner, put your filters. Like I have a buy box, whatever the median price range for that area. I like to go 20% above and below. The reason why is that's mainly where the buyers are, a big buyers pool. Because let's say the median price range is 250,000, my max would be 300,000, and my minimum would be 200,000. Now I will look at stuff under 200,000, but I want to make sure it's not in a war zone because I like to find nice homes in nice neighborhoods where the people want to raise a family. That's kind of what I like. And let's say, for example, you get a seller that's like, $600,000 and that median price range is 250,000. Yes, you can get that deal, but you're going to have a hard time trying to move that property and finding a buyer for it. And then you may have to come out of pocket, pay money. That's why I don't like that. My strategy is I like to go into contract with the seller and then use my end buyer's capital to purchase that property. And that's what we'll go through. So, what I want you to do is practice, think of spring training, take that script and start calling some sellers and practice. And normally, what I recommend is go and search an area that you don't care. When you screw up making phone calls and talking to people, don't worry about it. Its purpose is learning. So you're going to make mistakes and you want to learn from those mistakes. But the purpose is really to start building a relationship with the sellers and start to listen and start to understand why they're selling. And there's a couple great questions in there, and I want to just point out real quick in the script when you have that script is, oh, it sounds like a beautiful home. Why are you selling? It sounds like a beautiful home. Why are you selling? The reason why I like that question is because you're pulling out the motivation. And when you bring a deal into the group and we underwrite it, there's two things I always want to know. Why are they selling and what are they planning on doing with the capital? Because from there, that's where you can understand how to do these creative deals because you can understand the seller's problem and solve them. So I like that question. Oh, it sounds like a beautiful home. Why would you want to sell? And then as you go along, there's another question in there. And would you be willing to rent the property to us for a few years and we'll close on it? We'll take care of the maintenance and repairs. The reason why I like that question, because if they say yes, then you know they're going to be open to some type of seller financing terms. Love that question. And it really helps. Now, the reason why I asked it instead of saying seller financing terms or anything like that, I kind of like to dumb it down. I like to make it simple and easy because it's just they get it more. If you start going in there and start using these technical words, a lot of times they don't know what it is and they're just going to kind of push you away. So, would you be willing to rent the property to us for a few years and then we close on it? We'll take care of the maintenance and repairs. Okay. And then the other question in there is if you can't sell the property, what are you going to do? If you can't sell the property, what are you going to do? And I just shut up. Well, I guess I'm going to rent it. Well, ding, ding, ding. If you decide to rent it, reach out to me. You don't have to pay any property managers, and I'll take care of the maintenance and repairs. So I love that. So that's where I want you guys to start first when you come into the group. So start with that. You're going to want to at least have 30 to 50 really good conversations with sellers because you're going to start practicing, especially if you're new and you're getting out there and you're picking the phone up and they're saying, yes, I want terms and send me an offer, but you need to know more. And then from there, I'm going to want you to learn how to fill out the deal analysis sheet. There's a folder in there called deal analysis, and it's a Google sheet. So make sure you're going to have to make a copy and put it on your drive. You're going to hit copy, save, look for the folder where you want to save it on your computer or your Google Drive. and there's some videos in there. So that will be, once you get a seller that's kind of motivated and they're open to it, then I want you to learn that. That will be like your third step. And then from there, bring it into our one-on-one coaching and we'll underwrite the deal. If you don't have it under contract, don't put the address in there, but bring and fill all the information in there. So that's kind of where I want you to start first. And if you're new to real estate, or even if you have been in real estate for a while and you're in these coaching calls and you hear everybody talking and you're just coming into it, have the copy of the book, my Creative Real Estate Investing book. You should have a copy of it. If you don't, let us know. We'll get you a copy of the PDF. But have the glossary section there. So when we're on calls and you hear a term that you're not familiar with, just look up the term so you have a good idea. And then when you first come into the coaching groups, just sit back, watch for a week or two, and you kind of see how the flow process works. Mainly what we're doing is we're analyzing deals, but any type of questions, setting up LLCs, how to present offers to sellers, all that stuff. But the really aspect of it is you're going to learn why are they selling the property, the motivation, and you're going to learn how we look and we analyze deals. We talk about mindset, but we're going to learn about perspective, how we look at things and how we look at that deal. And we want to know what the seller's problem is and how to solve the seller's problem. That's the art of this whole thing. If you can figure that out, and then building that relationship. Again, I talked about this before. When you're doing seller financing strategies, you got to think of it like a marriage. You're going to be in a long-term commitment with these people, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. So it's like a marriage. So the first time that you're talking to sellers, you want to be able to build that rapport, build a relationship. Think of your spouse or your significant other, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it may be. The first time you guys went on that date, you guys got to know each other. So for me, 80% of my phone call conversation is building rapport. And I've had a couple people in our mentorship, Jim McLean, they had no real estate experience. They came in and did their deals under 45 days. The reason why is because they got on the phone, built a rapport relationship, got the information, brought it into the group. We underwrote it. And the reason why I like doing this is you learn hands-on your actual deals, because I've had some people come in and they do analysis paralysis. Oh, I want to learn this. I want to understand this strategy. I want to understand that. 8 months go by, they haven't done a deal, and then they finally get a deal, and then they have to start all over because they don't remember everything. The best bet is learning hands-on on an actual deal. So I want you to go out there, practice, get a lead, get a deal, and then bring it in. But a lot of times in the beginning, you're going to start when you're making calls and your first couple, oh, you get somebody motivated, you're going to think, oh, wow, I got a deal here. But it's really practicing. I want you to talk to 30 to 50 people to get the art to understand why they're selling and the motivation. And that's where the Todd Toback stuff comes in. You'll listen to his course. It's designed for wholesaling, but his systems and how he does it is also you can use for seller financing. So I want you to practice that, because that's the art. If you understand why they're selling and the motivation and how to solve the problem, that's how you get in these deals with very little money down. So, and then you'll start learning it. And when you're in the group, you'll start to see us underwriting and you'll see the questions. So then you're going to learn that on your own as well. So again, welcome to the group. And again, start with the Todd Toback, the frontier script, start practicing making calls. I want you to have really good 30 to 50 deep conversations with sellers going through it. And then if you get somebody, then go into the deal analysis folder. That will be the last step. Watch the videos, and then fill out the best you can, and then bring that into the group, and we'll underwrite the deal together as a group, and you'll learn that. All right, guys, thanks so much. What else do we have in there? We have the Zoom links for the coaching call below, and we'll probably put a calendar for the different trainings that we have throughout the week. Right now, we have the Tuesdays coaching call, and we have the accountability call. If you're the type of person that needs some accountability, how many calls you're making, how many contracts and offers you're getting out, I highly, highly recommend it. And there's good network in there as well. All right, guys, this is a great starting point, and good luck. And we will be in there. We'll all be there to supporting, and whatever you need, just let me know. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.